Okay, is it? Okay. It's showtime.
Hi.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to Pink Talk series. Today is a little bit special because my speaker and myself are in the same location. Okay, today we are in this location, especially thanks to my venue sponsor Andy. He's actually the owner of Shuyawa massage chair. So thank you to him for having us here with Cheryl. Okay, and okay, so for Pink Talk series, it's really about connecting people and connecting businesses. And for myself wise, I'm actually the owner of Save Moneylah. So if you would like to know more about what I do, you can check the description on my website in the description. Okay. So this month is the month of March, right? So we are celebrating women's contribution. So last week I had Teresa to be on my show, and today I have my next featured speaker, Cheryl Ng. Okay, she's actually the own. Yeah. Okay, she's the owner of this Coco Clean. So I'm going to ask her more about that. Okay, but before I start off, maybe should I formally introduce you?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. Right. Okay. So Cheryl, right? Okay. She's a mother of 3 young children. Wow. Okay. Still looks great. Okay. And proud owner of the wholesale disposable business, and of course the founder of Coco Clean. So Cheryl is actually a firm believer that a child's health begins at home. She advocates on the use of non-toxic products and promoting eco-friendly practices. She is dedicated to a mission to help and inspire busy moms to maximize their time and effort so that can achieve a balance between a successful business and a happy family. Okay, having 3 children is definitely not easy already. So having to manage a successful business, that's even more difficult. 难胜加难，对吗？
Yes.
Okay, so Cheryl, I think first of all, would you like to share more about what you do, what you exactly do for this Coco Clean, and what actually inspired you to start off this Coco Clean business?
Sure. Okay. First and foremost, thank you for having me on Pink Talks.
My honor, my honor.
It's my first official interview lah. So honestly, I was a little bit nervous. I'm afraid that without my tea, which I don't have my tea today, I will fumble over my words. But after meeting Ping for a couple of minutes, or rather before the show came on, I was actually very comfortable with him. So I think I can be very much myself.
Okay. Good.
So here I am. I'm Cheryl once again. I'm actually the business owner of, founder and business owner of Coco Clean. So what is Coco Clean? Actually, I put up like some information. Coco Clean is a non-toxic, eco-friendly, multi-purpose cleaning sheet. This basically, what I really want to do is to help busy moms like myself. I consider myself a busy mom. Make the most of their time as well as effort maintaining a clean home while balancing their family as well as household chores. So making it easy, yet reducing environmental impact. Yeah, so primarily that's what I do, because before I had my youngest, I actually had no helper at home. So it's just me and 2 little girls. Yeah, at that time, my eldest was probably about 5. And then my second born was probably about coming to not even a year old. She was probably about 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was like juggling household chores. I still had to cook. I still had to clean the house. And I still had to take care of 2 young girls.
Superwoman.
Yeah, but just not just myself. I think a lot of women out there are considered superwoman as well. That's why we celebrate International Women's Day, right?
Yeah, true. I think every woman out there, I mean, they have their strength. Yeah, they have their, doing very different things. I think every woman, they work, their strength have different areas. So I think the contribution always comes in different places, different things that they do, right? So yeah, but I guess, today is really about sharing not just on your business itself, but also, share, I would also like yourself to share, this story of yours about your whole journey and how other women can also do likewise, So, talking about you having like having 3 children, like you were saying, right? Yeah. So I think then how about like talking more about like this Coco Clean business thing? I mean, what exactly it is, and how you start this thing?
Okay, I think a lot of business sprout out during the COVID period. So Coco Clean is no different lah. I actually back in 2020, I remember it was still the COVID period, right? I think my second born was just about 6 months old. So at that moment, I had to juggle both my main business. So like what Pink earlier mentioned, right? I actually have a wholesale disposable supplies business. So that's very much B2B. In 2020, that business actually suffered quite a little bit because shopping centers were closed. A lot of my supplies were not really readily taken in because there was a lockdown period. So I was thinking, what can I do? But I wasn't really actively thinking of doing any form or bringing in any form of product. But coincidentally, at that moment in time, when my second born was about 6 months old, she had a lot of skin problems, I would say. So she always suffered from rash. She always suffered from skin irritation. It cannot be food related because at that time, she hasn't started taking solids. So she was about 6 months, I remember at that time. So she was just primarily on my milk, right? So I was thinking, was I taking something that wasn't right for her? And I decided to send her to KK Hospital to check and do some quick tests. Yeah, along the way, I realized that she actually had atopic dermatitis. So what that is she is sensitive to lead, she's sensitive to chemicals in products. So there were a couple of things that I had to make changes to. So I think her diapers. You know, whenever she wear the not so expensive diapers, right? She always suffered
the rashes,
from diaper rash. I thought it was very common because my elders also had rashes, right?
Correct.
So I just kept applying cream, right? Then I realized that she got 金屁股. She needs 金屁股, right? So she needs to use the more expensive
one.
diapers. Yeah,
but that helps, right? That helps.
It definitely did help. Then of course we religiously also apply the diaper rash cream for her, better brand ones. Then we actually changed out laundry detergent. So instead of using the brands which XYZ that's in the market that's a little bit more economical, we used those that actually do not contain sulfates. We do not want anything that is non-natural and has a lot of toxins and chemicals. So I went to read up a little bit more about ingredients. We switched that out, and then we also switched out what she used to bathe, like from head to toe. Yeah, so we use better brand ones. And then at that moment also, I was thinking, hey, is there something that I was doing housework, so I was thinking, hey, is there something that is convenient? You know, I was still doing all the cleaning. Is there a cleaning agent out there that is multi-purpose, easy to use? I don't have to order from Red Mart heavy bottles, right? Because that time already online shopping was quite the thing. So I didn't want to actually carry, or order heavy bottles and then pour and measure. And then I was thinking, what could I actually do? So I was looking for something at that moment. So that's how Coco Clean is born. I started looking for a factory that could actually manufacture cleaning sheets. So don't get me wrong, the cleaning sheets that I have are not the likes of Magic Clean, because some people keep thinking, cleaning sheets means you must have the stick, then you must put the cleaning sheet, then mop the floor, right? So no, these cleaning sheets are basically sheets made of coconut enzymes. That's the primary ingredient. They actually dissolve, so they are concentrated sheets that you actually dissolve them in water, and then you can use it to mop your floor, you can use it to clean your tabletops.
Later on we will be doing a demo, so I think Cheryl will show on that.
So I'll show a little bit more.
But it's quite interesting. I mean, in the sense like you go to the extent of like finding a factory, you have a objective in your mind of telling yourself that, I need to solve this problem. And you went over, all the way to go to this factory and discuss and get this thing. It's quite, I thought it's quite amazing to me.
No, actually we didn't go to the factory. So there was a lot of talks at that moment because it was the COVID period, right? So I think there were no airlines also at that moment, right? So everything just went online, and then we spoke. But the factory that we found only manufactures non-toxic green cleaning essentials. So they do not actually produce anything that has toxins and chemicals. So we also got we definitely needed them to prove, right, that it's everything green certified, before we went ahead with the factory, because we cannot afford to go with a factory that produces some popular detergent out there or a cleaning agent out there,
Okay,
right?
so when you have the
Yeah,
product
absolutely.
being developed, so you have, because the time was the COVID period,
Yeah.
so you have not actually went over to the factory to take a look physically, and it's just purely online discussion now. Oh, okay.
So that's why it took a very long time. So when this idea popped up in my mind back in 2020, right?
Yeah.
It was very much I'm very much a dreamer, right? So I was just dreaming about this, and then I went to do a bit of research, and then when the talks started, right, we had to get them to keep sending us samples, from samples to after that when they actually formulate, because we formulate our own cleaning sheets. So we actually had to tell them how much percentage of what ingredients, right? And after all that, they actually had to keep sending us the cleaning sheets, like over every few months we keep receiving cleaning sheets to actually be tested out. So we test a couple of things. We do our own form of test. We test for fluorescent. We test for we use litmus, the very simplified litmus test, right?
Litmus test,
to see whether or not is it pH balanced, to see whether or not it causes skin irritation. We got so there were a lot of things that went on. So when we officially so-called started business, right, and started selling was 2021. So it took a whole 1 year.
I want to ask you, are you a chemist?
I'm not a chemist, but my partner, right, she's actually from the skincare industry. She also.
So she does know some.
Yes.
Of this,
so she definitely understands the ingredients behind the ingredients that goes into skincare as well as the products.
Okay, so that answers the question, because I was wondering, like, wow, for you to understand all this, I think there must be some knowledge that you have in terms of chemistry.
No. I'm not a chemist. Neither is my partner a chemist.
Okay, but at least I think you have done your work, you have done your
Yes.
homework, you have done all the research kind of thing, so you know exactly where you want to go, what kind of product you want, and you got. So how long does it take for that product to? It was about 1
year. So from the time the idea popped up in my head, I talked about it with some close friends of mine, whether or not how feasible this is. Would you have bought it? I did some market research. After testing, passed samples to people. I think all in all, it took about a year. I think from June 2020, I think officially I started 2021. Then I started marketing the product.
Okay. So now I know why is it called Coco Clean now, because of the coconut.
Yes. So it's called Coco Clean because Coco stands for coconut, right? Because the primary ingredient is coconut enzymes. So if you all actually read about coconut enzymes, basically it is very effective in terms of cleaning, and it's actually very safe for the environment. So cocoa and it's cleaning, so it's Coco Clean.
Okay. So now I understand.
So wordplay.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, I have deal with some like eco-friendly products or owners, or people who sells eco-friendly products wise. I know there are certain levels of challenges, right? So but in your case for Coco Clean wise, and also maybe from your own perspective as well, what do you think, like the kind of challenges that you feel and you think that you want to share with people out there, being a eco-friendly product seller?
I think first thing first, when people know that you are a product owner of a eco brand, right? People expect you not to drink water out of plastic bottles, and they don't expect me to be carrying plastic bags. They don't expect me to buy clothes off this particular brand, this fast fashion brand. So they tend to be more judgmental because you are an eco brand owner, right? How can you be drinking
So they
water?
expect you to do everything.
So they expect you head
eco-friendly.
to toe eco-friendly, right? So my clothes, I have to spend hundreds of dollars that is made of recycled, maybe it's upcycled material, or it could be my shoes have to be made of reused or recycled
material,
tire. So that's one thing as a business owner of an eco brand. Of course, we try to advocate green as much as possible, and we try to minimize whatever packaging that is being used for our product. However, sometimes it's not possible. Like if you look at Coco Clean, right, there is actually a very thin layer of cling wrap. It's plastic wrap. When we actually wanted to ship it over to Brunei, right, the green the green organization there told us, is it possible to remove all your plastic before you send it over? However, there's a risk because if you use a courier company and it's shipment by boat, right, by ship,
Yes.
there is a risk of humidity. Number one. Number two, there is actually a risk of water that might it might be affected by the weather, and then it could be affected by the water. So we couldn't risk that because the cost would be on me. Yeah, so there's still minimal plastic packaging that we cannot remove, and we are still working around it. So we are actually, me and my partner, we have been talking about repackaging it. Yeah, so we are still in talks, and this is something that you can look forward to. We're going to change our packaging very soon. That's one. Then I think second thing is because it's an eco brand, right? It's difficult to buy in a crowded market. Yeah, because we are a cleaning product. There are a lot of cleaning products out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why use a green cleaning product, right?
Correct.
So you have to a lot of customer awareness, a lot of education out there. You have to educate the customers why you have to use green.
Yeah, I find that sometimes it's a little bit more challenging to really explain to people about really why they need to switch over to eco-friendly products.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really find that myself as well. Yeah.
Correct. So there are a lot of customers. Actually, to be fair, we are not looking at mass market. So eco-friendly products are not for the mass market. So we actually narrow down the demographics to really people like myself who have got young kids. Yeah, we are really we are a bit more particular about the things that our kids eat, consume, the things that we use, especially when you got young kids. Like my youngest is now 1 year plus, and so I've gone through 3 times of my kids going through the climbing stage on the floor, dropping their biscuits on the floor, picking them up and putting it into their mouth. So to me, it's really peace of mind when I use our own cleaning products at home. We know that when we clean the floor, there's no need to double clean, and the floor is cleaned. It's clean. It's not like we clean the floor, but we are still afraid that there's toxins on the ground, right? And it's not dry, then you drop biscuits, then they pick them up. Yeah. So our target market is really mummies, pet owners. So we do have quite a fair share of customers who are actually fur mums and fur dads. So they really believe that their pets spend a lot of time on the ground. They've given us positive testimonials also that their dogs actually suffer from eczema, which is not just human beings, like not just people, even pets have eczema, right? Because they spend a lot of time on the ground as well. Yeah, so if you can reduce the amount of chemicals and pollutants in the house, it really does help in terms of improving the skin condition. Yeah, so it really did help when we, so back to my girl, right? It really did help when we made all those changes. Yeah, she didn't actually suffer from hives as often.
So your kid is really the real testimony
My
testimonial
kids.
to this, right?
Yes. Yeah, not just my kids. There are customers who use it.
Yeah,
and
also
give
have
us
positive
the encouragement.
Yeah. Actually,
to do
that's
this.
very good. That's very good because I think, being eco-friendly products kind of thing is really not so easy, right? I think to be able to convince customers to try it, of course, having to have customers to come back to you to give you the more confidence that actually your product works. I think that is really a very encouraging, motivating for you to if you actually even do more, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think earlier on you also say like you are looking at changing the packaging or this kind of thing. Likewise, I think I feel what you feel, right? Because I think yes, a lot of times we like to do our part for the environment, for the earth. Of course we cannot do we are it's not quite possible to change everything to 100% eco-friendly kind of thing.
Yeah.
But as long as I think personally I feel that like as long as we have the heart to want to do something different, I think we take one step at a time, right? Then we start doing, and as time goes by, as we go along, we try to do more slowly at one step, because I don't think that just to jump from totally from plastic to non-plastic is not quite possible.
Yeah.
Right? So I think that's a message that I guess this is what you are trying to tell people. So I think let's take one step at a time. Yeah, I think that's what we try to, or what Cheryl is trying to tell you guys as well, right? Yeah. So okay, so coming back to like being a mom, right? to start this business, taking care of your child? Like, what do you want to tell those moms who also, you know, inspire to be like also inspire, either they are also you know, struggling on the business they're doing, or they are thinking of like trying to get onto something to do while they're having kids, kind of thing. You know, maybe you'd like to share your own experience to them on how you can motivate them in certain way, that give them encouragement, you know, so that they can also, you know, and continue to press on. Yeah.
I'm also work in progress. My business also work in progress. However, I think the more important thing is you have to believe in yourself that you can balance both family as well as business. Yeah, I think a lot of us, when we become mothers, right, our priorities change. For me, especially, my priorities change. So when I have my first kid, right, I back in 2015, I didn't want to continue working a regular. I don't really have a 9 to 5 job lah, but we call it since corporate jobs are usually referred to as 9 to 5. I had to work extended hours, right? But I decided that I wanted to actually take a break because I want to be a present mom. So I think the only possibility that I could be a fully present mom was probably starting something on my own. And I had a discussion with my husband. So for women out there who actually wants to actually do a business on your own, I think it's very important to speak to your spouse also, because especially if you have got children, right? Finances is going to be one of the things that is of concern. So I spoke to my husband about it back then, about starting my business. And he was very encouraging. I think very important that your husband needs to give you the green light lah. Yeah, for my case.
That was what I wanted to ask you. Is he online?
Maybe. Yeah. So he gave me the green light. I still remember we had this conversation back then at one of the very late at night. I remember we were having supper or something. And then he told me this. He said, give yourself 3 years, go out and venture. If you make it, you make it. Even if you don't, right? At least you know that whatever you have been thinking of, you have tried, you've given yourself you had the courage to move ahead. Yeah. So I thought that was a very valuable moment for me, because that actually I don't think he realized this, but that green light was very important to me because I went ahead. I did it. And he told me that he could support the family. And that is very, very important, that your husband tells you that I can sustain the family for the next 3 years. Of course, maybe 不要大吃大喝 lah, okay? Cut down on restaurants a little bit more. Don't buy so many clothes.
True.
Yeah. So we made minor adjustments so that I could do my own business. Yeah, I could go out there. And I think also very important that when you are actually on this entrepreneurship journey, right? Surround yourself with positive people lah. Yeah, okay. I think positive have a group of. For myself, I actually looked for a mentor. I remember a mentor, and I also surround myself with some mummies who were aspiring entrepreneurs. So we can actually exchange information, exchange ideas. We also cheer each other on. You know, when there'll be down moments. And entrepreneurship is a very lonely journey. You don't have colleagues to talk to. You don't have colleagues to tell you that, hey, you did a good job, you closed a big deal, or, you know, it's okay, tomorrow let's try again. But when you actually are on this entrepreneurship journey, right, a lot of times you're talking to yourself, convincing yourself that I think this works. Then you speak to some friends. So if you have got some negative friends that tells you, why don't you just go and 打工 lah? Why you want to do this? 不要做啦. There's so many other similar products out there. Why you want to do
9 to 5 job 有好 stable income 就可以了.
Correct, stable income. So I think I was pretty blessed. A lot of my friends are those that says, I think you have it, go try it. No, I'm still on that journey. I'm still on this journey. So I decided I go ahead with it. Yeah, and the last but not least, celebrate every win, big or small. I think even if it's a small win, right? Maybe I managed to just sell one box, and then one customer write me a testimonial that says, I really love your product. That already made my day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that made me very happy.
I totally agree on that part. Yeah. Because I mean, as a business owner myself, right? Yeah, you know, when I started off, I tried very hard, you know, do my best kind of thing, you know. Of course, you feel disappointed when you couldn't close the case, but after a while you learn to move on, you know, you learn to improve yourself, And celebrating little success is really something that I learned to tell, because little success actually will motivate you to do more.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that the part on the about hanging out with positive people, I think that one is really true, because I think positivity, right, is contagious.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
When you have the group of people that you stick together, that is when you really, that will actually lift you up, especially when you are feeling down. Because I know that entrepreneurship is actually quite a lonely journey.
Yes.
So at times you like especially when the sales is no good, right? Then you will be like,
Yeah.
what's gonna happen? You will keep thinking, you'll be feeling stressed, But when you're with the rest of other people that talk to you, lift up, they give you ideas. You can do this, you can do that. I think
yeah, that will keep you going lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then just don't give up so easily, because I think failure also inevitable lah. So just continue to you have set out to do this, right? Just continue on that journey.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think in terms of like CocoKlean, I think earlier on you mentioned already that like you're going to like improve on the packaging kind of stuff. This is okay for your info. This is the
product.
The product, okay, in a very thin box, okay, very eco-friendly. This is kind of like it's
Craft
like
box.
we replace like the bottle detergent, that you have at home kind of thing. So it's convenient and easy to use. Okay, we will show you later on. So I think beside the packaging that you were saying that you're going to make improvement wise, I think ultimately in the next few years, what are the further other milestones that you're looking at for this particular product?
I think more importantly, I want to have raise awareness. I hope to actually increase distribution channels lah. Because right now we
in
are
Singapore or like overseas?
locally and overseas. I hope to increase that distribution network. I hope to have more distributors come knocking on our door, hopefully, and say, hey, I want to distribute your product, right? And of course, the second thing that's actually work in progress is also to expand the product line. Because honestly, the factory that we are working with is highly capable of producing good quality, eco-friendly, non-toxic cleaning supplies. And in fact, when we started Coco Clean, we wanted to bring the other product, but now it's a secret lah. The other product.
Secret weapon.
Yeah. So this so far there's none of such product that I find in the market yet. Or maybe I do see one or two, but it's also because I'm in this business, right? So I will actively
try to see what are the other
who are my
competitor, what are the other products that's available, what are the missing gap kind of stuff, right?
Yeah. So actually there's this other cleaning product, right? That we actually want to bring in, and that's actually our next expansion. So we want to expand the product line in the next couple of years. But in order to do that, we first want to gain a little bit more awareness, gain more traction for our current cleaning product first. Yeah, before we continue to increase, before we have the appetite to increase our product line. Yeah.
So how long are you looking at in terms of this milestone kind of stuff?
Honestly, we were looking at the third year, which honestly, this is already our third year. We were looking at actually this year, 2024, right? We were looking at actually this year. And I hope to make it happen still. Because it's been 3 years since we started Coco Clean officially, right? Yeah. So I really hope to make it happen by this year.
Okay. So
from March to December, still got some months lah.
So still got some months.
Yeah. So
okay lah, can I think this
after
can
the
happen.
interview, more people will know about the product.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope that like people who are here, after we share these things, share about good things are meant to be shared, right? So I think once and I'm also very glad to have you here to share about this thing, because I think in terms of being eco-friendly wise, I think good things to share, so that like what I said earlier on, you don't need to do big things to start to become eco-friendly. You can always start small. Start with Coco Clean, that's the thing, right? Start with your home, and you can actually start with your cleaning using eco-friendly products kind of thing. This is what you can do. Yeah. Okay, so how about like this I mean, okay, beside the community that you were saying about the people that are working with, I'm quite sure that you are also working with other eco-friendly business owners as well, right? Is it the same community or it's actually a different community that you're working with them?
I think eco community, you want to say big, also not very, very huge lah. More or less, you will cross paths. Yeah, so we actually started distribution in some eco-friendly places like the Green Collective. We were initially working with Watson's Online. We were also working with the social space. So somehow or rather, there will be common brands that you can find in this eco shops, and we also get to we are all connected some way or another.
Yeah. I think it's not a very big community.
Yeah, not very big. So somehow or rather, like even when you add me into this, you introduce me to some
eco-friendly chat group.
So whenever you look through the list, right, you will find at least maybe 10 to 20 of them that you have in another chat group. Yeah, in another chat group. Yeah, it's because we all share similar values, similar beliefs. So we actually have almost the same target market as well. Yeah, because our target market is niche in a certain way, because to a certain extent, the people who are eco warriors will actively seek out, green supplies. Yeah, doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be just green cleaning agents. It could be anything from their skincare products to even like their clothing brands to their shoes. Yeah, so we are more or less in the same community lah.
Yeah, because I think having to have a group of business owner looking at from the business aspect, and with another different group of like eco-friendly sellers, which has the same kind of like-minded thoughts about like going towards the eco-friendly, is kind of like okay, they are different in certain ways, but the feel that you have is really the things that you learn from these people are really very different. And I think they can guide you in different aspects. Right?
But it's good because at least you know that you are in a community where there's possible collaborations. There are possible events that you can actually go to, and then there'll be counter introduction. Like they will tell me that, hey, there's this event that's happening. Would you like to join? So I think it's good because then there will be actually opportunities out there.
Okay.
Yeah, that is being introduced by the other fellow eco owners. Yeah.
Okay. I think before we do the demonstration kind of thing, okay, I wanted to ask you again. It's like okay, people have been hearing you talking about this eco clean kind of thing. Of course, they will be very interested to see how it works. But before that, it's like so how do people actually able to find you? In terms of like okay, because you were talking about really, educating people is actually part of puzzle of the whole eco-friendly business, right? So in terms of your educating wise, how you basically it's like in what social media, how do you reach out to your customers in terms of your business awareness, or even people who are keen to buy your product? Yeah, and how, if people are interested, how do you actually find you?
Okay. Yeah. You can actually reach out to us via our Instagram, which is Coco Clean. So it's COCO_KLEAN. So you can actually, you can actually follow us. You can also PM us and let us know what you want, or you can go to our website.
Yeah, I think I will also end of the session. I will also share this Cheryl's Instagram, all the information on how you find in the comment later on for the video. So yeah, they can find you.
So you can actually find us. But if you are somebody who prefers to do online shopping, because you have a lot of points on Shopee and Lazada, right? You can find us on both Shopee and Lazada. From periodically, we actually do have a sale now and then. So you can actually read the testimonials from real, genuine buyers, and then you can actually make a decision to buy from there. Then you can also go to, if you're somebody who prefers to see the physical item, you can go to the Green Collective, or you can actually go to the social space. You can actually find us there. We are also with one of the social enterprise. It's called Do Good. Yeah, so you can actually click on do.good, and then you can actually find our products with them as well.
Okay.
That's actually a social enterprise.
Oh, yeah, also a social enterprise.
I think whatever that they sell, the proceeds, a portion of the proceeds goes to helping.
So you do take part in some of the roadshows, like race kind of thing?
No, not at the moment.
Not at the moment. But you do run some roadshows at times.
Yes, pop-ups. Yeah. So whenever there is actually any organizers that actually looking for green conscious, green products, then likely, if time permits, we will be there. Yeah.
Okay, and in any case, I think Cheryl has already mentioned, I think you all can find her in Instagram. And then, of course, there's few online, like even Shopee and Lazada, you can find their products. Or if you like to take a look at the physical one, you can go to Green Collectives and also the
social space.
Social space, yes. Yeah, so, okay, that's great. So basically, there's quite different channels of reaching out to them. So, okay, good. So, well, do you want to do a demonstration now?
Sure. Okay. So it's fortunate that we have this space, right?
Yeah.
If
Okay,
it's going to be not in the same area, it'd be difficult to do a demo.
Okay. So yeah, I got a fish tank here. No fish though, but a tank of water here. So which Cheryl would like to show a little bit with regards to like how does her product works. I hope you can see this. Okay. Okay. How you want to do that?
I think
just
maybe
put it
we
here?
just leave it. Yeah.
Okay. I hope you guys can see. Okay. Okay. You see the tank of water here. Okay. You'd like to explain a little bit?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so basically this is just regular water, right? Regular tap water. So I just want to show you how the sheet works, right? So in a box, there is actually a total of 32 sheets. So it's good for up to 32 cleans. So usually if customers ask me, right, how many months can a box last? If you do not clean every day, a box is enough to last you like 2 months. Yeah, so usually our customers, when they buy 6 boxes, we don't see them until 1 year later. Yeah, so that's actually quite sad. So I hope you all use faster. Okay, so you can use it
clean
for
more. Make
more,
sure that you
use
have
for
a clean
different
house.
purposes. Okay, so these 32 sheets, right? They come in sheets like that. Okay, these are citrulina scented sheets. So we actually made yeah. So these are citrulina scented sheets. Okay, so these are concentrated sheets. You just have to tear the sheet and you dissolve in water. So it actually dissolves in under 10 seconds.
Wow. Okay. So basically, you just take this concentrated sheets and just put into the water.
Yes.
Basically, the pure water that you want to do the washing and cleaning kind of stuff.
Yes. So the sheet that I actually placed in, right, is enough to clean. If you use a 5-room flat as an example, it's enough to clean a 5-room flat, and you don't have to double clean. So you just have to dissolve this one sheet that I showed, right, in 3 liters of water, and then you just use your mop, right? You can I don't know whether you can see. Oh, see, you can actually dissolve. And then you can actually mop your floor. You can also use it for different purposes. You can actually use it to put into spray bottle. So I actually had a spray bottle prepared beforehand. So this we tear some Coco Clean and we put it in to dissolve. And then you just shake the bottle. You can actually use it to spray on the table tops. Spray later then clean. Okay. Oh, I think the spray a bit spot. Then you just have to clean.
Okay. So basically, very multi-purpose usage lah.
Yes.
Right.
So you can.
So you were saying earlier on, it was like a 3 liter of water for one sheet.
One sheet.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So you can actually use it also to wash toilet bowls, right? So you don't have to buy A detergent for washing toilet bowl, then B detergent for cleaning the floor, C detergent
so just
for cleaning
just
table.
one sheet in this water is it basically you can clean anything in the house. Okay.
Yeah, you can clean your tabletops.
Yeah. I'm not sure whether you guys can see, but yeah, the sheet that Cheryl has put in has more or less dissolved. Yeah.
Yeah, it has
so
dissolved.
Do we need to like stir the thing kind of thing?
No need. When you insert your mop, right, basically everything gets mixed up already.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to double clean. So there are some cleaning agents where after you clean, right, you still have to clean it once more with like clear water or clean water. This one you don't have to. So basically,
so basically it's like once you dissolve the thing, you just do the mopping and cleaning. That just one time clean. That's all. There's no need for a double clean. Yeah. Yes. So I think that's very great.
Yeah, and you also get rid of all your pests, like your mosquitoes, your lizards, your cockroach. It doesn't kill them. This one is not insecticide. Yeah.
So does it have some kind of like a scent?
Yes. So there's actually a citrulina scent. If you can actually smell it from here. Yeah. And if you want to elevate the experience, right, you can also add your own essential oils. In fact, we're also exploring the different kind of essential oils into our cleaning.
Directly into the concentrate.
Into this particular sheet. Yeah. So currently it's only in citrulina. So you can actually use it for different purposes.
Oh, okay. Eco-friendly, smells nice, clean house, all good.
Yeah, multi-purpose, don't need to buy different bottles for different purposes. Yeah, and then no need to measure. When you buy detergent, right? A lot of times people think, hey, value for money, right? I buy one big bottle, 2 liters for $1.50. But in all honesty, if you go and read the ingredients, right, what's the number one ingredient? A lot of times it's water, and a lot of foreign ingredients. If you go and read, a lot of chemicals, a lot of toxins, and then a lot of synthetic fragrance, and you're using that to clean the floor. Yeah. So I personally, because I've got young children, right?
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable. I mean, I don't want to be a hypocrite. I mean, I probably used to use that last time, but when I actually start developing this or formulate this product, right? I start to be a bit more aware of the ingredients that goes into the different products that I use, and how it actually affects my family.
Yeah, I guess that's really quite amazing. I think with all the various little things in terms of like a multi-purpose, eco-friendly, small. I mean, so how one box is like so how much are you selling? I guess people will be very interested to know like how much cost of this little box it is.
If right now, if you go to Shopee and Lazada, it's priced at $12.90. So usually when we have flash sale, you can look out for it lah. So it's $12.90 per box.
$12.90 per box, and can use depending on how's the usage, can use for 1 year.
No, exactly. Some people, if they actually tear into smaller pieces.
But anyway, even if they use 2 months, actually it's really quite worthwhile. I mean, $12.90 for 2 months usage, and you're talking about like if you buy other detergents at home for other different products, I mean, maybe 1 or 2 already more than like $12.90 already, right? So yeah, I think it's really to me, I mean personally, I feel that this is really a great product. I think so anybody who really want to start off their eco-friendly journey, can always start off with Coco Clean.
Start from home.
Start from home, start from your family, have a clean home. I think that's very, very important, right? Like what Cheryl has mentioned. Okay, very great, very great. So I think I'm very happy that Cheryl is able to be here with me to share about her own journey as a woman. I think those people, especially women out there who wish to be able to start off their business or facing any challenges, I hope that Cheryl's thoughts and her sharing is really going to inspire you to continue to press on to do what you believe in, right? Then of course at the same time, for those people who has planned to wanted to do something on eco-friendly, my message and Cheryl's message as well is also to tell you that like you don't need to do big things, just start from small things, right? Small little things, small little steps. I think that is what we hope that everybody will start off. And I think that as we make more one step, then we will continue to make the second step, the third step, and fourth step. And ultimately, when everybody does that, I think we will definitely reach the goal of really, having Singapore to have really a more social and very eco-friendly kind of practices out there. Yeah. So I think very thanks to Cheryl for spending your time with me today.
Likewise, thank you.
Okay, so I think before we end off, I think is there any last thing that you think that you want to shout out to the people out there? I mean, of course, I like to say thanks to those people who are with me, with us, for live here. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time spending with us tonight. So I will let Cheryl summarize the last few message that she wants to shout out to you guys. Yeah.
I think personally, if you want to be a fully present mom and you have got that nudge that you want to start off your own business, I think don't wait. Start. You just start small. You can actually just scale up along the way, and don't procrastinate. Yeah, just try it out. Though the market might be crowded, there'll be a lot of the same products, same services. You never know, because your product might be the differentiator. Maybe the whole, in the whole market, everything is black, and maybe that one product of yours is yellow. That's the only one product that will stand out. Yeah. So just go for it.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Likewise, I think for myself, I mean, I had my own difficult times as well, during my
Mm.
start. But yeah, just press on. I think you'll be fine. You'll be fine. There will be people. Yeah, just stick around with positive people. Okay, so if you need some, look for Cheryl.
I try to be as positive as I can.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, look for us lah. We can always chat with you guys. Okay. Okay. So yeah, thanks a lot again. Appreciate, and thanks Cheryl again.
Thank
so
you.
we will catch up with you guys again in my next show. So if anyone who likes to connect with Cheryl, yeah, just I will put in her information at the comments of the video. So do reach out to her, engage her, talk to her. Even though you may not be buying her product, but just talk to her about
Yes.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah, reach out to me.
Yeah, be a friend. Be a friend.
Yes.
Okay. So thanks a lot again. And good night.
Good night.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.